Here we are with our first attempt at live. I realize we're not broadcasting. This is set to private. This is so we can record it. If this works well, we can do some live sessions in the future. A little bit different. We're in week 2. This is Monday, which could be called day 1, but it's Monday of week 2 of the exercises. Little change in the format. I'm actually going to be doing 2 sessions here. First, I'm starting with chair-based exercises for those with limited mobility, and then I'll move the chairs to the side and I'll do standing up exercises. So I'm really doing 2 sets of exercises. If you want to do both, more power to you. If one fits you better than the other, then that's what this is for. In the future, I may split these in half, but when I'm getting started right now, this seems to be the best for me, so that's what I'm going to do. I have my cheat sheet so I can remember when I start exercising, I forget everything that I'm doing. I have to have something to keep me straight. We're going to be doing limited number of repetitions today. We're getting started. We're keeping ourselves in good shape of getting the habit going. Remember, this is about persistence. We're going to be doing this 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now, I hope on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. In fact, I don't hope. Please, please, please do it. Get out and do some cardiovascular. Walk, run, bicycle, swim, rollerblade, whatever you love to do that gets you out moving a bit. Even if it's 100 steps, 10 steps, whatever you're capable of doing. Get out and get your cardiovascular running so you can have that going on those other days. Anyway, to get us started, I'm going to start off nice and easy. We're going to do some lateral neck flexion. So we're going to take our head and we're going to move it to the side. Now while we're doing that, we're keeping our back straight up. Our shoulders are rolled back a little bit. We're not rolling our back, but we're just pushing our shoulders back. Head to the side. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're just holding it over there for a short count. Then we're going to move, push our ear towards our left shoulder, keeping our shoulders back. We're setting up straight. We're holding that for a little bit. Then we're going to take it back to the other side. We're going to do 4 of these. We're on the second set right now, or the second repetition of the only set that we're doing. Take it back to the left. And then we're going to go back to the right. We're really working on our mobility to get our neck to where it's flexing and moving, but you notice you're getting a little bit of pull. If you've been doing this a lot, it's probably feeling great. If you haven't done this much, you're saying, what are you having me do? This is hurting. Don't do it so that it hurts. Do it to where it almost starts to hurt. We'll do this often enough and frequently enough that over time, you'll get to the point that it doesn't hurt, or at least it decreases the pain you're feeling. I know there's a lot of us with neck problems, and that's an unfortunate situation. Hopefully this can help alleviate that. Let's go back to the left for our last one. Remember, we're keeping our shoulders back. Our back is up straight. This is all about being in the right position. We get the most out of it when we do that. Come back up to the straight up position. How's that feel? Is that a good start for you? The next is called neck flexion and extension. We're going to do a repetition of 4 of these. We're going to push, we're going to do the double chin thing. Put our chin down to our chest, keeping our shoulders back like we were doing, our backs up straight. We're not doing fast movements when we move. Now we're going to go back. Let it set back. And then we're going to hold it there a little bit. Like I say, we're going to do 4 of these, this flexion and extension pair. You'll notice on many, unfortunately not all, it's hard on all of them, but on many of the exercises, we do a double of it, where we're doing a flexion and an extension. It gets muscles on both sides of the joint, pulling both directions, working like they need to in balance. The last thing that we want to do is to get our muscle pairs in balance from one another, to where either the flexion or the extension muscles are stronger. That can pull our posture off. It's what causes a lot of the pains and the stiffness that goes on, where we'll hurt one side or we'll build up one side more than the other. We'll refrain from using one side for some reason. And as a result, we end up with stiffness and soreness and immobility sometimes. So I'm going to do my best to make certain that we work both sides of the muscle pair so that we don't have that condition exist for us. Keeping our posture right, shoulders back, our back straight. And come forward one last time. And hopefully this is starting to feel better for you as it's stretching out, giving you a little more flexibility. Back one more time. We're looking into the sky. Might be a good idea to keep your eyes open. I'm closing mine. Might put me to sleep. Okay, back down, relax. Looking forward, just getting ourselves relaxed. I'm going to skip that one. We'll come back to that another time. I'm looking at it and I can't remember which one it was. I'm confusing it with a couple others. We're going to do some curls. We don't have weights. I understand. We're starting without weights. We're just getting the motion going. So curl is when we bring it up slowly and let it down slowly. We can do them one at a time. I'm electing to do both. We're not having weights so that it's not a real big problem. You'll notice I'm sitting forward on my chair. I've got my elbows a little bit out. They're not going straight down. We're going to do 8 of these, keeping our shoulders rolled back, our back straight. It's 4. I'm going to do a 5th one now. We're just doing a motion. That's all we're doing right now, which is a good start. Getting those joints and muscles used to these kinds of movements. I have to make the assumption that some of us haven't done anything like this, so we're not hurting ourselves with weights. Now, if you've been doing some exercises and you can handle it, you know where you are, you can try some weights, but please, 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 let's not do anything that could injure you in some way. This next one, you definitely want to be forward on your chair. We're going to put our arms back a bit, kind of at a 45-degree angle. Then we're going to bring our hands forward, keeping our shoulders in position, bending at our elbows. And we're going to do 8 of these. These are called tricep kickbacks. Without weights, it seems like, what are we doing? It's really a movement. This is going to get your arms a bit, somewhat your shoulders, but it's more for the upper part of your arms on the back side. It's 3, 4. This will help build up and tone up those muscles. Be surprised at how much you use them. And not having them be in shape means when you go to need them, you can hurt yourself. You can have trouble doing things. One more time. I'm sure you can see as we get weights involved in that you're really going to start toning these up. Once again, we're going for movement, flexibility. Now, some of these are going to be the same. We can do standing up or sitting down. You're noticing that, but I'm going through. Here's how we can do it sitting down. We're going to do overhead elbow extensions. So this is where our hands go straight up. We can make a fist. It doesn't have to be a tight one. We're keeping our back straight, and we're going to let our hands go down and bring them back up. Slow movements. We're keeping our breathing going. We're trying to keep our posture where it needs to be. We're going to do 8 of these. Now, these are a great exercise if you find yourself having to put things on that top shelf. You're reaching up to grab something, or you're putting something up there. This is a good exercise to get you to where you have the flexibility and the strength to do that better. Kind of a common movement that we have to do in the kitchen. places. Sorry for the phone call. Not sure who that was, but not a good time for me right now.
It was gland to me.
Is what?
Gland to me. You're live.
I am live. I'm trying to... When you get on camera and you're live, it goes out of your head no matter what you've done to put it in there. This isn't the right one. It's a good one, so we're going to do it. We're going to do this in 2 different forms. This is, we're going to start with our hand down low like this and bring it up over to the other shoulder. We're going to do 8 of these. Nice slow motion. We're keeping our shoulders rolled back and our back straight. It's 3. And you're going to say, well, what is this doing? There's a lot that's going on here between your arms and your chest and a little bit in your back. Get those muscles working together. That's 6. I probably haven't counted right.
That was
Is that 7?
That was 8.
That's 8. Okay, my helper says 8, so it's 8. I'm going to go to the other side, and I'll count these. That's 1. That would be 2. It's hard to carry on a conversation. 3. And keep the count going. I need to learn how to do that. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to be coming like this. Kind of the same motion. That's 2. With some differences. You'll see me doing some variety on these. We'll do them in different ways so that different muscles get involved. But overall, we're going to try, is that 5?
7.
That would be 8 right there.
No, one more.
Oh.
There you go.
That would be 8 right there. Okay.
Takes coordination.
It does.
You're bringing that one down instead of a... No, you're doing that, then bring it to here.
Okay. Other side, I totally lose it. Sorry about that. I'm thinking about all of them, and I'm getting them confused, and that's not the way to do it. But you notice we've got this set of exercises that we're doing is mostly upper, well, that's not mostly, it's all upper body. And that's the intention of what we're doing today is upper body. We're focusing on our upper body. Now this last one is much easier done if you're standing, but we can still do it sitting. We did it the other day. It's the upright row. So if we had weights, this would be a little bit tougher. We'd probably have to go something like this. So we'll see what we can do sitting down. It depends on what kind of weights you have. But this will work out for you in making it happen. Now I know that I've done one of these wrong because I needed the chair. And it's probably for the one that, is that 5, 6, 7, 8. And I needed this other chair, and that's probably what this one is for, the shoulder extension. You know, I'm going to have to go back and review how to do that because I'm seeing the pictures and I'm still not remembering all the motions, and I don't want you to do something that might be injurious to you. So that completes the limited mobility exercises we were going to be doing, so we're going to shift to having the chairs out of the way.
Finish.
What's that?
I'm going to hit finish.
Yeah, you can do it. So I said I was going to do it in one session, but...
I know, but we want to make sure. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay?
Yeah. We can start again.